Hello everybody. So I guess welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Courtney Leach Hensley. I am a makeup artist. I have been in the film and TV industry for like 12 years at this point. I've been a makeup artist for at least 25 years. I've been asked a lot by people why I don't have a YouTube channel. I post, reels, small tutorials and stuff like that on Instagram and, well, TikTok when we had it. But I decided to just go ahead and start here since everybody's been asking. I will be honest, I am a makeup artist that is someone who just does not like to do their own makeup. When I go to work, it is color correcting because these bags be something else. Some tinted moisturizer and some mascara. What I want to do with this channel, still not 100% sure. We're just gonna kind of try different things. Talk a little bit about the products that I'm using. I'll get used to, I swear, not putting my mirror in front of the camera. But yeah, like it might be something with like trends that I see out there, ones that I really like. I am also a distributor for Synagents. It is a direct sales, network marketing, social media marketing, whatever you want to call it. Some people will probably call it an MLM, but you know what? We don't need a team to make money, so not really technically. But I do like almost all of their products, and it is stuff that I use. I even use the tinted moisturizer, which is what I'm putting on my face, in my professional kit. It is something that I really like to use for the men because it is long lasting and it is a tinted moisturizer, so I don't have to take foundation and dilute it with moisturizer. So yes, I do use this professionally. What I'm doing right now is just kind of getting my base face ready. I do like to do 2 layers of CCTM, the Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer by Synagents. So what I did before was color correct these under eye circles. I used a peachy tone because I have more of a bluer tone to my under eye circles, and if you know anything about the color wheel, in order to color correct, you want to go from what color you're trying to color correct and go directly across on the wheel. So like that's why when you have acne and you have red circles, red dots, you want to use green because green is across red on the color wheel. With blue, orange is across the color wheel. So that's why I use like a peachy tone, because you still want it to kind of like be close to like your skin color, if that makes sense. And also like if you have blonde hair, sometimes you notice it might get like a little bit of like a yellow tone. That's why you use a purple shampoo, because purple is across from yellow. So here you're gonna learn not just makeup. This brush, I'll do an episode of the brushes that I really do like that I use either professionally, personally, or both. This one right here I got from Amazon. I just started using it and I loved it so much that I got it so I could use it on set just last week. Definitely a favorite kabuki brush. So if you heard that, that's my child. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in here. We're gonna do a little bit of highlighting and contouring to just kind of like get everything set and ready. I would do concealing, but I ran out of concealer and I haven't gotten any more. And what I'm using to highlight and contour is Synagents, but it's not something that's available anymore. So honestly, like I am gonna be using products that aren't always available. If it's something that you're interested in, always drop a comment and I will try to find something that is similar. Today, the look I think I'm gonna do, it's a trend, an odd trend, a trend I was not expecting to see, but a trend nonetheless for winter 2025. Per Google AI, Witchery is quite popular on Pinterest. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really kind of like surprised by that. So I decided to do a little bit of deep diving and scope out Pinterest because I love themes. I love fun looks, aesthetics. Like I loved Mob Wife last winter. I was obsessed with it. So seeing the sea witchery, I was like, ooh, let's see what that's all about. So I looked into it, and I'll be honest, a lot of what I saw was really just kind of like mermaid. And when I think of sea witch, like I don't think of necessarily Ursula, like I'm not thinking like sea witch, but I feel like more siren-y. Just something like darker, and the colors and the looks that I was seeing were definitely very like pastel. Still your teals, your greens, but they were definitely lighter colors. And I don't know, when I'm thinking of a witch, I'm definitely not thinking foo-foo, girly, light. I'm thinking dark, mysterious, dramatic. So the look that I'm going to do, I'm going to use darker colors. I'm still going to stay within that blue and teal color scheme. I will add some purple, mainly just because I want to give it a little bit of balance. Balance isn't the right word. Variety. I want to give it a little bit of variety. So I'm going to add a little bit of purple in my look too. I'm trying to figure out what I did honestly with the color that I want to use. And I remember I had it out because purple blush is really kind of taking over. And I used this color. It's called Aurora Shimmer. It's a duochrome. It goes from, I don't even know, purple, like a pinky purple, to kind of like a bluey purple. And I did that with Purple Sapphire Shimmer. And I started a reel, and now I'm not 100% sure where I put it because I found it. So we'll do purple for the blush, a pinky purple for the blush. And I am also going to use it a little bit in my lip. I have a gorgeous, gorgeous dark purple that I really wish Cinegents still carried, because it's, for somebody as pale as I am, it is still a really pretty color, but it is gorgeous on darker skin tones, and I wish they still had it. But we're going to use that. A duochrome as well in the lip. This is such a fun color. It is great for like a frosty, wintry toned look. Totally did a reel on a winter lip using that. You should check it out. You can find me on Instagram, and maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, if TikTok comes back, you can find me on there too. It's a really pretty like blue to purple almost. And then I've got a really pretty blue gloss. Let me make sure I still have it over here. Oh yeah. So Cinegents did themed glosses that were based on zodiac signs, and this is Pisces. Is that not perfect? Like, it is the perfect mermaid, siren, whatever we want to call it. Sea witch look. I wish they made that a permanent color too, because actually it looked so good with so many different other lip colors. It was stunning. So let's get going on these eyes. I will be honest, I think I am going to use a little bit of my Moira Cosmetics. They have some duochromes that are really, really freaking pretty, and I just like them, and I want to use them. I might use this seafoam color. We'll see. We're definitely using this teal because Sea Witch, right? Gotta use that. And I don't know, maybe potentially this. It's like a blue to purple, but I'm really excited to use Lapis Glitter from Cinegents, because it's just, look at how gorgeous that color is. It's very chef's kiss for sure. Definitely a favorite, limited edition, so I recommend getting it while you can. Like I said, it is a favorite color of mine, and it's another one that looks good on all skin tones. I'm gonna have to have my friend Jen on here sometime so I can do her makeup, and we'll do some of these darker colors. So with this color for sure, you're going to want to make sure that it is dried down before applying the second layer. Because I am looking for the depth of this color, and because this is also my color, I am just applying it directly to the eye. You can put it on the brush, and then put it on your eye, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. I do that with some colors. It really just kind of depends on what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to take this and tap it down because, I don't know, that's just what I do with these colors. I just tap it down. But do you see that blue glitter? Oh, so pretty. And since I have slightly hooded eyelids, thanks to age and my mother, I'm just bringing it up on that brow bone right here just a little bit, because if I don't, then it looks like my eye is drooping and nobody wants that. Actually, what I'm going to do is we're going to just try to fill in part there. I do love this color, and I will be honest, putting it on can sometimes be a little bit of a trick because it can, as you can see, it can be a little splotchy. Nature of the beast, but I love it, so I put up with it. I'm going to also take this to line underneath. I've got a really pretty blue. I might put my waterline too. Let's just kind of buff this out a little bit. I'm trying to think of stories to talk about, because I know, like, why do you want to just sit here for however long to watch me put on my makeup, right? I don't want to, like, I mean, I guess imitation is the highest form of flattery, but I don't want to, you know, be necessarily like everybody else that's on YouTube. I guess I can talk a little bit more about my career. I started doing makeup actually in high school. Just, at least if anything, helping my friends pick out colors. That's always been something that's been really fun to me. I initially learned how to do makeup by watching my mom and how she applied it on me, because back in the day I did beauty pageants, I did modeling, was starting to break into TV, and then I broke my wrist and that just kind of went downhill. Okay, do you see that? Do you see how, like, that eye, how it's kind of coming down? So with that kind of like hooded, you want to make sure you're getting your color up there as well, so you don't have this weird, I don't even know how to describe it, annoyance on genetics. It's such a bitch sometimes. So yeah, I initially learned how to do makeup just by watching my mom. My mom was my YouTube, I guess you could say. So I would pick out colors for my friends. My best friend growing up, her mom was a Mary Kay consultant, and so she would be like, okay, my mom has these colors, what should I do for, you know, this, or we have a dance coming up, like how should I do my makeup and all that kind of stuff. And so that's what I did a lot of. After I got it out of high school, did my stint, you know, in food service, just like about everybody else in the world, and then went into retail. And that's where I got into makeup. Does anybody remember Victoria's Secret Beauty? Because that's kind of where I got really going with makeup. I did a little bit when I worked at Origins. I don't know if anybody remembers Origins. I know they used to have like freestanding stores because that's where I worked, but they also always had them in Macy's or Hudson's. That's really dating me by calling it Hudson's, holy crap. But yeah, so in Origins, they did have makeup, beautiful colors. I definitely remember working there when the dark lip liner and the light lip color was really big, because I had a dark purple liner and a light purple gloss that I wore all the time that I loved.
And make those brownies for me.
It's my husband. Anybody want him? And I also had a dark brown and this really beautiful, like, creamy beige gloss. Both of them were super shimmery and shiny. They were so pretty, but yeah, those were like my top two, like, lip color go-tos, because yeah, I was definitely during that time. So I was working there in my early 20s, not doing nearly as much makeup as what I did at Victoria's Secret, because I worked in the actual, like, the beauty side, but was getting my start at Origins and then went to Victoria's Secret Beauty, and I loved it. That was creating looks, finding, you know, colors to, I don't even know, like, I can't even describe it. It was so much fun. And that was when I finally realized that, like, makeup was my calling. I am very scientific. I can be very analytical. I love science. I love creativity. I am very left and right brained, and it gets really frustrating sometimes. But I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Doing makeup is what is my calling. And so I eventually went to cosmetology school because I wanted to have something like, not, I don't want to say like a degree or certificate, but I wanted some formal training. And by then I had my son, and as much as I really wanted to go to New York or LA and go to a makeup school, I just, I couldn't with a little tyke. So I went to cosmetology school and I got into the biz, really enjoyed being in a salon. I used my degree mostly to do skincare, which I really did enjoy. Like I loved being an esthetician. I just loved it. That's why I joke around a lot, like, don't do what I do, because there are sometimes we're all human where I'm just like, and I don't quite do my skincare the way I need to, or it is what it is. And then as luck would have it, back when Craigslist was a thing, there I go dating myself again, there was a job offering for a makeup artist for a student film, and I was like, okay, heck yeah, let me get on this. Let me see what this is all about. Because I really, like, I had started to think like, oh, being on a TV set might be cool, or film set. I really, I loved watching Face Off and the special effects makeup, and realized that I just don't have the artistic ability to do that. Because at one point my dream was like, oh hey, you see that severed arm that's lying in that field? Oh, I created that. Realize I just do not have the artistic talent for it. So next best thing is the beauty aspect, the beauty makeup. So that was kind of what I focused on. And then I found that job posting, and I was like, let's just give it a shot. Let's see what it's about. And I loved it, you guys. Absolutely freaking loved it. Oh my gosh. It was such an adrenaline rush. It was so awesome. Like I always joke around that I'm like, I get more of a rush from that than anything else. And I'm just like, I don't know why people do drugs. Well, I do, but you get what I mean. But it was so exciting. And at that point I knew I needed to be on more film sets, TV sets, whatever. And that's what I started to work towards. So right now I'm just taking a mid-toned brown and just trying to like buff out some of the craziness that is this blue. Because also, I mean, let's be honest, we don't need that much blue. See guys, this is why I hate doing makeup on myself. I am too particular. Alright, so we've got our base, all this blue. Oh, what I used is walnut. It's a limited edition. I'm not sure if the minis are still available, but this is the color. It's just such a great mid-tone brown. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You know what? Let's go ahead. We're gonna take this. It's called Blossom Skies. Where do I want to put it? Let's just, oh my god, yes. I've only used this like one other time because I did start to do a series of birthstone looks, and I'm going to revamp it and start again. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is just gorgeous. So I'm just rubbing my fingers in there and then tapping it on. I will be honest, this in person, so much better. Oh, see, now this is giving me the Sea Witch vibes because we've got the dark blue, we've got the teal. To me, this is more of a Sea Witch. Not those light foo-foo colors. Let me see. Actually, hold on. There's the blue. I just want to see if I can get this to come off and show up. Another limited edition color that I definitely wish was permanent. It's just so fun and so pretty. I'm sure somebody's going to say something about how I'm applying this to my waterline. It is what it is. I've been doing it like this for a while. Also holding a mirror. So we're just going to work with what we've got, guys. Let me, you know what? Let's take this really light color. Which one's this? Aquamarine. what was this color? Oh yeah, Blossom Skies. Take just a tiny little bit of the aquamarine and let me try my pinky because I need a little less. If you didn't know, the reason why you see a lot of people using their ring finger is because you get the least amount of pressure from your ring finger. So, little pro tip, use your ring finger. Oh my gosh, so good. Yes, to me, this screams Sea Witch over just some very pastel colors. So adding this dark blue was definitely the way to go. Then let me see. I'm actually gonna take this and try to. Pro tip with Synergents, use a little and build because once it's on, it's on. You can kind of consider it a semi-permanent, so this bitch is gonna stay on. You know, sometimes you just do a look and you're like, I love it. That is today. Let's try to get, I'm not really sure what I got on this brush. Anybody else do that? You're like, what color was that? When did I use that? What? This brush is great for cream blushes. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of Purple Sapphire just because, so this has more of a blue base. So this is a great purple if you are a darker skin tone because you want more of a cooler blue based color. And it will show up more pink. On me it looks like I've got a bruise. So I'm just lightly swiping on this brush and then I'm going to go over it with the Aurora Shimmer. Oh, here, let me show you what Purple Sapphire looks like because it's stunning. There it is. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. I used that for February for the birthstone look. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. This is Aurora Shimmer. So I don't know if you can kind of see the duochrome, but it's so good. By itself as a blush, I've even used it as like a lip color too. So I've got those two colors. I'm just gonna apply your blush however you want. I like going up because I want to give myself more of an elongated look. So let's move this hair out of the way. We are getting somewhere, guys. For future episodes, if there's any questions that like you guys have, drop them in the comments and I will answer them the next time I do makeup. I might try to do something once a week. I do need to redo January, February, March, and April. So I will probably do a video on that. It'll probably be more because I'm trying to think of how I want to do my stuff for social media. I am constantly thinking about that stuff. Being a business owner can be rough, especially if you have a full-time job on top of that and a family. If anybody can relate, drop that in the comments too, because whoo! But I am always like trying to think of like material and stuff like that, content to post. I haven't been super great about it since I started working full-time, but yeah. I think what I want to do is what I did last year when I started doing the birthstone, and that was kind of an everyday look and then something more dramatic, and it kind of ended up being my everyday looks were Synergents and then going over it with something else. So like when I did March, I feel like I mixed some blues and greens together, and then when I did like the more dramatic, I went over with this color and this color, and I think I used a green lip sense and then tapped the Blossom Skies on top of it. It was just beautiful. All right, so here we are with the blush. So that will also, with it being kind of a pinky purple, it's gonna help tie in the lip colors. So we've got the dramatic dark purple, which I could use a dark blue. I do have a really pretty dark blue. I have it over here. Oh yes, I do. So I have a dark blue that's got glitter to it that is very similar to lapis glitter that I could use, but I don't want it to be all blues and greens like I said. I did want to bring in a little bit of some other tones to it, so that's why the purple will tie in with the cheek. This is, as you can see with it being a duochrome, it's gonna have like mauve-y kind of a pink tone in the blue, and then we'll top it with this. So it'll all end up making sense. But I guess I should probably Maybe mascara is probably a good idea, right? And to get these brows like done. I am using the Lash Sense from Synagence. It contains Capixyl, which will help your eyelashes grow. So if you do struggle with shorter eyelashes, this product is really, really great. I mean, I've never had like really short lashes, but I have noticed my lashes actually growing. Like I feel like, oh, that was a cat hair. I feel like I can actually see my lashes with mascara on when I usually can't. Like it's like they don't quite curl up enough. I don't use a lash curler. I mean, I could, but I just don't. I'm also thinking too with this look, just as an option, you could have even used like purple up there if you wanted to bring in more of that purple. But the walnut and the blue actually in person does kind of actually give off a purple look. And then I'm going in with just black Volume Intense. It also contains Capixyl, so you will still get the lengthening benefits if you weren't to use a primer and then the mascara. But obviously if you're using both of them, then you're gonna get twice the results. Go ahead and get this done. I will do 2 coats of mascara. Sometimes I will use a waterproof, like I'll do the Volume Intense and then I'll do the waterproof. Like if it's a rainy day, a really humid day, I'll go ahead and use the waterproof. We have a Fiber Extend mascara and I've used that too. On me, I didn't notice so much that my lashes got longer. They just looked a little bit fuller and I did really like it. Because it doesn't contain Capixyl, it didn't make my lashes grow, and so that's why I went back to just using the Volume Intense. And you can, as you see, can use it on your eyebrows. Because I do have darker hair on the bottom, I do tend to go with a darker brow. I don't like having like very like chiseled eyebrows. So that's why going with my mascara and a brush, I should say a spoolie brush like this, gives me more of like the natural eyebrow look that I prefer. But, you know, to each their own. Do you, my loves, whatever makes you feel the best. I literally still cannot get over these Moira eyeshadows. I found them because of Nikki Tutorials, which I feel like a lot of us find our products, because she is awesome. And she was like, they are so pretty. They are inexpensive, guys. I think they're like $6. And a lot of times on their website, or I think it's like HB Beauty, you get 20% off. Like you cannot beat that. And the shipping is really quick and it's not super expensive. So like you like cannot go wrong. Like, I mean, I guess you can kind of see the sparkle. I mean, absolutely stunning. I'm gonna have to wear these more. And I do kind of feel like they are gonna show up more. I hate using my hands. I will admit it. I do. Back in the day, I always used my fingers because I'd be like, who wants to take the time to deal with a brush? Let me just quick like throw this foundation on with my hands, throw some eyeshadow on with my fingers. But I definitely do prefer a brush, but these I feel go on a little bit better because I did both. The first time I used a brush, and I did not get the color payoff that I am right now. But I also think too, having this darker base is really what helped give it that color payoff, like even more so. So I'm realizing here that I could probably use another tube of mascara. I don't think it's been 3 months. And if nobody told you, you should switch out your mascara every 3 months. And also, don't pump it. Don't do that. That gets air in there, and then that's what causes like bacteria to build and then eye infections. Swirl it to get your color out. So we're gonna in here with no. I mean, this would be really pretty with some false lashes, but see, again, like I said, I'm the type of makeup artist where I just don't like doing my own makeup. I would much rather do somebody else's. So I don't worry about that kind of stuff for me. And also, I spent a lot of time practicing on other people. Is one of the very, very first things I learned, and it made absolute sense, is that when you are looking to book a client, like a production company or like a modeling agency, like if you want to get in with them, they don't care how you do your makeup on yourself. They want to see how you can do makeup on a variety of skin tones, face shapes, eye shapes, all the things, because you've had, you know, how many years to perfect doing makeup on yourself. They want to see how you can do it on other people. So I started doing makeup on other people, and I stopped doing it on myself. And then also, when you're on set, you are not the main attraction. Your actors are the main attraction. So you kind of just need to blend into the background, which is another reason why a lot of us wear all black when we're on set, or just like very muted colors. But I go in, basically how I go to work, CCTM is a mascara. And that's it. That's what I've got on. I gotta find there's my little spoolie brush. Cause these eyebrows, does anybody else notice that like their eyebrows like literally just grow overnight? Like you're fine one day and then the next day you're just like, what happened? Where did they all come from? Because that is definitely the moment I am having right now. So they are very all natural right now. But oh well. So, okay. We're gonna do these lips. What I'm gonna use is metallic plum. Yeah, metallic plum. So it's a lip sense. And if you don't know much about lip sense, you're supposed to not have anything on your lips. And like I do have a little bit of CCTM on my lips. And you're supposed to do 3 layers. At one point, I knew the reason why. It's something like that first layer basically goes away, disintegrates, not the right word, goes away because it's, you know, right there on your lip. The middle layer is the layer that sticks because that top layer will come off with food, drinking, things like that. So like that's why you need your 3 layers, because it's that middle layer is the one that's really sticking around. So I think, I want to just line, I don't know, because I really like this color. So maybe this is how we'll do this. So we're gonna do 1 layer, and you wanna make sure you go in the same direction. You don't wanna go back and forth like you can do with traditional makeup or lipstick, because sometimes it can like wipe it off. I do apologize, guys. Doing lip sense takes me forever. I'm just not these girls that can just whip it on. Okay, there we go. First layer. My lip is really uneven, so give me a moment. I feel like I need to have like music while I try to adjust this. Almost. See, and this is also why I like regular lip liner. Like in so many things, I'm just still super traditional. Very old school. That's better. And I think I'm gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have it double lined, but 1 layer, and then I'll go in with the metallic magic and do 2 layers of that. I think that's gonna be really pretty, because I really like the purple, and I really just want that base for that purple, but I want something dark because I want it to be dramatic. This is really such a good color. Vampy lips, I feel, are always popular when it comes to winter time. And so I did a reel and I used this color, and didn't mix colors. I just used this. Oh gosh, you guys, it is so good. I mean, Synodence brings it back like around Halloween. It really just needs to be a permanent color, because like how beautiful would this be on all skin tones? This is so pretty. My friend and co-host on my podcast, Two Basic Housewives, I keep telling her, I'm like, anytime you see this out, you need to buy it. Like, trust me. She hasn't yet. But a part of me feels like it's because she knows she'll like it, and then she'll be sad when it runs out. So, which I get. Alright, so we got 1 layer. Now let me go in, because I definitely did 2 layers on the bottom for lining. And again, this part for me, it does take a while. So bear with me. You can hear my husband playing Call of Duty. Anybody else have their significant other that plays? And you're just kind of sitting around like, okay. There's been times where I've heard him yell and I'm like, oh my god, what? And I'm like, oh, he's playing. And it does make me laugh, because right in the beginning when he first started playing, first of all, I converted him to Xbox from PlayStation. He didn't like play, he'd play, but he wouldn't play in a team. And now he does, and I'm like, I'm just so proud of you. And he's like, shut up. But then it cracks me up, because it'll be like, your teammate's not playing with us. Stop doing their own thing. And I'm like, that sounds familiar. Sounds a lot like what you did. Alright, so we've got 1 layer of metallic plum. We've got our 2 layers of liner. And now I'm going to go in with metallic magic and do 2 layers of this. And that will get us our 3 layers. See? You see the pinky, purpley, bluey tone? I have also done this over that blue. It's called Team Wicked. I've done metallic magic over that, and kind of like with this too, lining the lips with the blue and then filling it with that. It's gorgeous. They just need to have these dark colors. And I think I've done, so I know I've used this. Oh, also, pro tip, make sure the layers are dry before you put on another layer. I layered this over Team Wicked. Beautiful. There's another color that was a limited edition lip sense that we don't have, which definitely needs to be a color. It's this really muted purpley tone. It's not like a lavender. It's like a mid-tone purple, and it really is just, it was so pretty. But Pisces gloss over that gave it the mermaid vibes, not the sea witchery vibes, mermaid vibes. So let's do another layer. And as you can see, Metallic Magic is a great frosty, wintry color too. So you have to check out my Instagram, the Beast Mode Butte, to see the winter lip color that I created, and then also to see Metallic Plum in all of its glory, because it's so good. So I'm gonna let this dry down. Actually, while we're letting this dry real quick, I don't know how this hair is gonna look, guys. It's been in and out of that clip. I need to get those, I called them shark clips, alligator clips again, because all the ones that I had broke, because it just did. So we're just gonna pull some hair down here. And I love my bangs, but at the same time, I am just over these guys lately. But I don't really want to transition to no bangs. All right, Pisces gloss. Let's go ahead and seal in this lip sense. So this gloss is gonna, like I said, seal in the color. And it gives more of that mermaid feel. And look at, the lip sense didn't come off. Let's just go to town with this color. So it really is so good. All right, so here is my take on a winter trend, Sea Witchery. Again, like I said, I feel like if it's gonna have witch in it, it needs to have like a darker vibe, not like the lighter pastel vibes. So this is the look. Oh, I don't think I have my setting powder with me either. I do, I've got some. Here we go. Let me just kind of set under my eyes a little bit. Help kind of blur out some of those beautiful fine lines and wrinkles that we all get as we age, because aging's fun. But here it is. Thank you for hanging out with me on my first episode. If there's anything that like you guys want to see, want to talk about, have any questions, I will answer questions in the next one. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys on the next one. Remember, you can find me on Instagram at the Beast Mode Butte. Have a great day.